Shorey ji, Siraj ji, Jagan, Prashant, Malay, and representative of Bank of Ireland, Sean, and Bridget. So many more supporters of India Day. And India Day is not only for one organization or two organizations. It belongs not only to India, now it belongs to world and it belongs to Ireland. I don't want to take much time, but in briefly, I want to introduce what is India Day about and what is the theme. This year's India Day is, the theme is celebration of India's independence and Irish-Indian friendship. So how we celebrate friendship between two countries, there's no other event or no other way to celebrate the Independence Day or National Day. We have wonderful speaker from Irish Parliament. No one tell about how to build bridges or how to build friendship and how to do business than him. So I would like to invite Mr. Byrne to speak about and give his blessings for India Day.
Thank you very much. It is a great pleasure to be here to join with you and celebrate India Day with you. As I'm sure you all know, I'm meeting some people for the first time, but I'm meeting some old friends as well today that I've known for a long, long time. And it's good to see you. Good to see you all again, and it's good to see you all in the company of Eric Byrne, who is an ambassador extraordinary in terms of generating good relations between countries and between great countries and between large countries and between little countries. And Eric and I have been around a long time. We know each other a very long time. Because I knew Eric when he had a full head of black hair. And my hair was black too. I can assure you, the time has passed and things have changed. But Eric still continues on to generate good fellow feeling between states, between peoples, between countries. And as you are probably well aware, he has travelled to almost all countries in pursuit of what is an ideal as far as he's concerned. I would have another reason for being with you today. When I was a young guy, younger than I am now, I read a lot about Mahatma Gandhi, and you know, he was inspired by some of the revolutionary leaders we had in this country. And it was a simple technique, very simple technique that he employed. And it was this: you cannot be forced to do something against your will, no matter what the force is. And nobody should ever bow down against authoritarianism in any shape or form, in any country, regardless of your colour, race or creed. And I think we, in the form of Arthur Griffith, who was the founder of Sinn Féin, that was the original thinking behind that. And it was advanced very considerably by Mahatma Gandhi and very successfully. Mind you, was a huge price paid by the people of India and by himself indeed eventually in pursuing that, but it was successful. We now live in different challenging times. There are challenges from all quarters. From what we had in terms of a global economy a few years ago, we have now barriers building up again. There are serious barriers, trade barriers, which will ultimately lead to really serious destruction to some economies, larger countries and smaller countries. And it is sad to see that humanity goes back to that again and again and again, despite the lessons that should have been learned from the experiences we've had in the past. I think that we need to draw on those experiences. And I was at a meeting in Bulgaria recently, I just mentioned it to some of my colleagues here. And there was a speech made to a cry that we should go back to the good old days. You know the way we all talk about good old days, all the good old days. So I was speaking afterwards and I said, I'm at a loss to know which good old days we are referring to. Presumably, it is the first half of the 20th century. And I'd like somebody to tell me which part of that 50 years you regarded as the good old days. because 60 million people died in the course of 2 world wars in those good old days. So those good old days, my belief is this: we don't need to go back to them. We do not need to go back to them. And the younger generation, and we have a lot of young people here now, the younger generation, as we proceed into the future, must take account of history, where we were wrong in our history, where we did the wrong thing at the wrong time, made the wrong decisions, and ended up in a disastrous situation. So we hope that where we're heading now, and by we I mean the so-called civilized world, because there are people now elected to public office who don't see things that way, who don't see the need for people to coexist and to live in a friendly society in support of each other, and they don't intend to do that. So once that begins, then from that will spring shoots of resentment and ultimately war. And that's a sad and stark thing to look at. Finally, I don't want to bore you. I'm delighted to be here. I'm also very conscious of the importance of a large country like India and the positive influence that it can have on the world today. And I emphasize that the size of the country, the population of the country, and the positive, peaceful influence it can bring to today's debate. Without that, you take that out of it, particularly in the whole Asian continent. If you take that, remove that from the equation, you have a void, and a dangerous one, that will be filled by other people. So, just say to you, delighted to be with you today, on this very special day. We can join with you, we can empathise with you, because we have a lot in common. And we have many Irish people, of course, immigrate to India, and many Indian people come to Ireland. We are both happy that that has continued and will continue in a friendly fashion now and in the future. Finally, I hope you have a good day that can celebrate it in every which way possible. And I particularly welcome the commercial interests that are here, Bank of Ireland and all other commercial interests who will make a contribution to our economy and to their own well-being in a very, very positive way. So thank you all very much, and have a good day.
Thank you, Deputy. And you rightly said that there is no better ambassador than Eric Byrne to promote Ireland. And I think if there is an open demand to whom Ireland should send him as to represent Ireland, I think India will be first. And indeed, I believe he could be the best ambassador to serve Ireland in India. He knows ins and outs of India. I think he knows more than me. And it will be, I think, the privilege for the country to have an ambassador, real ambassador like him in India. Eric, we are working with Eric since last, I believe, 15 or so many years. And I never seen him exhausted or worried or not happy for even any bad situation. So Eric is real force even behind the India Day. Whenever we had trouble, he come to help us as a firefighter, and that he do always. With these words, Deputy, you mentioned that without business, nothing happens, and without finance, you can't do anything. So we have a partnership with the Bank of Ireland, and we have today here great representation from Bank. At least 2 senior officials of Bank are representing here. So if we are not inviting Bank of Ireland to give their views, what they think, what will be the future relations, particularly financial relations between India and Ireland, I think we are not going to do justice on the topic, because India Day is not only for the cultural presentations, it is about generating opportunities for Irish and Indian businesses. And with this team, I'm inviting Sean. He can actually say a few words. And don't worry, we have number of things, number of other speakers and entertainment as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody, and namaste. I'm delighted to be here this morning at the launch of India Day 2018, and this is the second year that Bank of Ireland has been supporting this event. Bank of Ireland has a rich history and heritage. Our aim has been continuously about providing the best service to our customers. But recently, I suppose, we talk about commerciality. What's really important to us as a bank is that we've recently refocused our purpose as a bank, and that is to enable our customers, our colleagues, and our communities thrive. And what's really, really important about communities is that is our business communities, our local communities, and our cultural communities. And part of our business is that we haven't been closing branches around Ireland. In fact, we've been actually opening more. We've over 250 branches nationwide within Ireland, and within each of those branches and communities is an ecosystem, and how we can actually go out and support, firstly, to enable our colleagues and our communities and our customers thrive in each and every one of those locations. We are very, very proud within Bank of Ireland, first of all, to have a significant number of Indian corporates, SME and personal customers to choose the bank with us. We look forward to that number growing over the years and months ahead. We're also very proud to say that we have a very diverse workforce that includes a large number of employees from Indian origin, contributing positively towards our purpose. And that has grown over the last couple of years. And I think everybody will say Ireland has changed over the last 10 years culturally. You only have to walk through Dublin city centre now to see how Ireland is becoming a multicultural country. Personally, on my behalf, I'd like to thank Malay. Malay from Bank of Ireland has done significant work, excellent work in building our relationships with the Indian community and the bank. Thank you, Malay. From a personal perspective, I stood here last year putting my first introduction to the Indian community, and I was blown away. I've been at Diwali as well, and I really, really enjoyed my experience over the last year. I'm from the north side of Dublin, born and grown, so I haven't travelled a huge amount, but over the last year I've actually learned a huge amount, and with help from the likes of Malay, people within the organisation as well. And I have just been blown away by the actual culture, the togetherness and the oneness of the Indian community. I'm delighted personally on behalf of Bank of Ireland to be involved. I would like to congratulate the Indian Council on successfully hosting this event for the fourth consecutive year. It's our second year involved, and congratulations on the 72nd Independence Day. At Bank of Ireland, we want to continue the relationship with you. For us, it's not just about the business, it's about actually supporting you in events like this for your communities to come together, and we want to try and continue to build on that into the future. Thanks very, very much for having us here today. We are absolutely delighted, and we look forward to being at more events. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. And we haven't signed any partnership papers or partnership documents with bank, but our understanding and relationship without any actually documents and
Absolutely, yeah.
And that is theirs. Dr. Puri, who is a successful entrepreneur, successful professional, successful doctor, and he's one person who is always supporting community. And his contribution towards the establishing India Day in our bank is immense. Now I want to invite Dr. Puri to say a few words, because what he thinks about where India Day should go, that is very important, and we want to take it from his word and from his advice. Dr. Puri.
Introduction, Deputy Durkan, Byrne, and Bank of Ireland Shorey. All friends. Thanks very much. Now, when we started the first India Day, 4-year ago. We were not knowing where we are going. We started, but there was a lot of confusion within the community. But somehow we 2-3 joined together, joined hands, and we did the first one successfully, the second one, third one. It's the same way, like a river comes from the mountain. It comes with a bang, but it has to settle down. And then there are other problems, teething problems. We had the teething problems. We are slowly and slowly taking away those teething problems. Moreover, India itself is a land of, many rivers, many communities, many languages, but there is a unity in the diversity. And here, we living in the islands, we are showing that unity. And we believe in the integration with the local society to stand 1 and 1 will make 11, not one adding to the 1 to make 2, where one loses the identity. We want that everybody should have their identity. We are looking for commonalities between the two, because commonalities bring the cohesion, whereas differences will bring a disaster and discontent, which we don't want. We want that there should be cohesion and contentment in the communities. We have come here to live. People adopt children, we have adopted the country. That's what we have come here to stay. With my own self, I have given 27 years of my medical life, 30 years here, and only 7 years in India and 7 years in Africa, I gave it. But maximum work I've done it here. From here we moved to the entrepreneurship, opened up a supermarket here, employing about 30 people. So we are trying to contribute with the economy of the country, whatever way. Every person contributes to the economy in his own way. That's what we are. Most of the Indians who have come here, if you see them, they are the house owners. Most of them. Because they have worked hard enough and made their own houses and contributing towards the taxes and all that. But again, we want integration, equality for everybody, including the women. My religion starts with that you give equality to the woman at the same time, because she has given you the birth to the king and the same both. Everybody is equal in that way. We are looking for from itself. And in Ireland, we are great to be in Ireland, because this is one country which is Israel. They care for, they believe on the principle of humanism, which we should all follow. That's all, I think, and we will go with the spirit of the India Day, which itself is a unity in diversity. That was our first time when we said it, unity in diversity. And we will still carry on that message to everybody. Thank you very much.
Shorey ji, Manohar Lal Shorey, he came here as a diplomat, but he liked this country to adopt, and he established his businesses. He contributed a lot to the community. And if there is anything in Indian community, nothing completes without him. So he's a man of, his strength. If we are getting actually confused, he shows the path that this is the way we have to continue and serve the community. With these words, I want to invite Sri Shorey ji to say some words on this occasion.
Hello friends, I am speaking on behalf of the Indian community in Ireland, and I feel that a lot has been said about the history, Indo-Irish relations, and people coming from India to Ireland and Irish people going to India. I would just like to say that the India Day event that we have been celebrating, we are just like a baby. This event is just like a baby. It's only 3 years old, and the 4th birthday of India Day will be on the 2nd of September. We are learning a lot from our failures and from our successes, but we have a long way to go. But I am very sure we are privileged that we have the Irish Council and the Department of Foreign Affairs and Bank of Ireland. We are privileged to have you with us, and we can only hope that we will get bigger and better with your help and support all the time. So we are going to celebrate this day on the 2nd of September. We will make our best to make it a wonderful, successful occasion, weather permitting. So I wish all the best of luck from you guys and your support all the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shorey, and without entertainment, Siraj, you want to say something?
If you want, just very brief.
Maybe Siraj is here. He's a wonderful orator, and he's a big support for India Day. And he runs Indian Film Festival. And Siraj is come from the state where I come from. So in that state, it is after you. That's the courtesy. That's the civilization of the city which Siraj belongs. He's very humble, and he always supports any cause if we are doing in the community. With these words, Siraj, say something that you think it is important for India Day and today.
Many thanks, Prashant, for your kind words. I don't deserve those words. I'm just a worker. I professionally trained as an actor in London about 30 odd years ago. In 1986, I made Ireland my home because I found Ireland intellectually very challenging and a very interesting place to live and grow as an artist. So with all the dignitaries which are here, Byrne, Dr. Puri, yourself, Shorey and Mr. Sean and the other colleagues of yours from Bank of Ireland, I suppose as earlier speakers have said, it is an institution there where we're building. We're not building a organization. We all have little organizations of our own. I've been running for the last 9 years the Indian Film Festival of Ireland. Before that, we had been actively involved with small culture activities. Shorey Saab and myself goes back to 27 years doing a culture function of India Day. That was the only organization that we had 30 years ago in Ireland. And we represented everything, Diwali, Holi, Vaisakhi, all the culture. Now the community has grown up. And many communities are doing many functions. But India Day was my desire and an idea, and that I was complimented by Prashant, complimented by Dr. Puri, that let's come together once a year near the Independence Day of India on the 15th of August under one umbrella and represent the way Chinese do, the way Africans do. We are a growing community. We are a young, energetic community. We have a young representative of our community, Shashank, who's been actively working, and he has ambitions to become the politician, join the Fine Gael. He's a young Fine Gael member. So these are the guys we like to support, we like to encourage to become part and parcel of the mainstream society of Ireland. As I said, my contribution from the day one, from the first year when the India Day was launched, I said I'll be happy to contribute in whatever way I can. We did the culture show here. I conducted so many ceremonies, so many MC jobs that I was coined as the culture MC of the community for years. And then I passed that baton to a young lady called Bindu Nair in one of the functions. So all in all, what I'm saying is that culture is a language itself. And it exposes the community, It actually is a very civilized way to introduce yourself. We have a rich culture where we come from. The city where I come from is a rich tradition of Kathak dance, the locations and things like that, Bharatnatyam dance, which you will witness now. India represents, an enormous amount of things, cultural things, which are reflected in movies. If you see any Indian film, that is a poetic justice in 3 hours, because you can get everything in that. The song, the dance, the stories, the variety, the colors. Lastly, I would just like to mention that I'm now on a journey, so I'm taking a kind of a step back, all the other culture activity, to making an international major film on Savita Hallapana War. What happened to Savita in 2012 has changed this nation. It's changed this country. The law of this country are changed. The nation has spoken. The big revolution happened, referendum happened, and that happened because of one single Indian lady who gave, her life to just. So I thought there's a movie there, and the work that I'm doing right now is finalizing the script with Kitty Holland, who wrote the book of the Irish Times, and hopefully that film will go out to the world and to show that how progressive we have become now. And it was a medical misadventure, if nothing else. But an Indian lady too. Before her, so many other Irish ladies have passed away. All the other ladies have passed away. But this Indian woman has actually changed the perception of the world. And this is what I'm interested right now, committed to serve for the community and to pay back to the community if I can be successful in doing so. India Day will be institution, as Mr. Shorey has said. It's only a 4-year-old child, and we'll keep celebrating it. Hopefully it will grow. Other young people will take over our positions and will continue in the guidance of Prashant, who's been from the day one. He himself is an institution of Ireland-India Council. That's an institution building in itself. A council is a council which tackles the subject matter of the community. And he has taken so many subjects on his shoulder. So I think with those words, I would really like to thank everybody who came here and their valuable time, and to celebrate, and particularly the blessing of Byrne from the Indian Foreign Affairs. Foreign Affairs is very important because a relationship on a grand scale is matter for between the two countries. So many thanks for coming along. Have a great day, and looking forward for the 2nd of September to be a wonderful National Day of India. Many thanks.